Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 with me, Alpha by Omega, Meiou Taxes 3.0 and Novgorod. So we are in a time of crisis, our stability is -2 and we just had our first uprising in Sarkel. So let's send our Third Republican army led by Sergei Obolensky to deal with them. And I'll need you guys. Where is Sergei? Oh, he's attached to Siberian detachment. Okay, so he's gonna command you, and we're gonna put the ruler on this army. Wow, he isn't good. Well, what can we do? We're still going to have an Estonian separatist uprising in Estonia. So you can follow these guys. The good news is that once we defeat the rebels, it's gonna take away the unrest in the entire territory. And if we can just do this... Okay... So we are having a decent situation here. What I was about to say is that once you defeat the rebels, the entire territory gets -20% or -20 unrest, which means that there will be probably no more rebels in here. Why are you going there when they're in Sarai al-Jadid? What is wrong with you, Alpha? Why did you send them to the wrong province? Okay, we defeated them, and the battle here against the rebels in Ravala is also going well. Okay, they have been eliminated. Good. So I can lower Sarkel and Manich. We don't need those anymore. And once we defeat you, we're gonna send you to Sakala. And together these 20,000 men will attack Ugandi. And you can see there is no unrest here either. So that is awesome. That is awesome and very good for us right now. Okay, Siberian separatists are preparing to raise. So I think we can harsh treat them one more time. But I could send both of these armies now to Siberia and hopefully defeat them here, if God's willing. And the good news is that the separatism in Ravala is dropping greatly. Negative stability +8. Yeah, without the penalty of the stability we would have almost 0 here everywhere, and we will have 0 in a couple of months. Very unlucky rolls here, but we're still winning. We just outnumbered them so much we can drown them in our own blood. Okay, where are you moving to? Sakala. So the first Republican army is gonna go help. The second one is gonna march to Siberia. As will you. We just need to defeat them there. Okay, so I think that with the 345 we can take the pool of talents now. Extra reader without upkeep, that is decent. Can't really use him though now, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Not having a great leader here, but hopefully he's gonna win something. Yeah, he did. Okay, off to Siberia with you as well. Hey, and diplomacy idea. Foreign networks. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. The one that fails, keep some of your friends close to your enemies. Diplomatic relations +1, envoy travel time -15%. I think we might want to consider those alliances again. Tibizon, Ryazan. Oh! Wait, would Bohemia accept it now? No, okay. So they're gone. That sucks. Okay, but who would be able and willing? Circassia, I'm thinking Ossetia might be a good choice here. With England? England would accept... Okay. Wow. And then Ossetia too. So we are allied now with England. That is a massive boost to our international standing. I'm not gonna lie. That's gonna prevent a lot of people from attacking us. I had no idea they stopped being hostile to me. That's really great. I'm quite surprised. Okay, and I'm gonna grab Ossetia as well, which will put us to 3 out of 5 diplomatic relations. And we can just keep some other for ourselves. Okay, so my armies will all march to Siberia now, where we are going to deal with the Siberian rebels. Or maybe we could deal with the Bashkirian rebels first. Bashkiria, Meash, and Silaba, right? Yeah. So you're going to Silaba, and you are going to Meash. Well, we had to wait for a while, but we managed. And a revolt in Bashkiri has just happened. And they hit our strongest... Is it the strongest? That should be the... No, that's the Third Republican Army. Okay, the weakest, but with one of the best leaders we have. So, this army will take them down and destroy them. Which means we can now move towards the next priority, which will probably be Siberia. But I don't think we'll have... Yeah. We need to harsh treat you. And we need to harsh treat you before we get into position. So where exactly are you coming from? Kurgan, Tara, Korkina, Natsiolabedo. Tumen, Kurgan. Okay, so it's this area. So you can go to Ishim and we'll put you to Korkina. Right? Yeah. So we'll need to fortify this strategic territory. And it's gonna be pretty harsh. But hey, good news is we got to -1 stability, which took it down a significant notch. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. The noble's power is still dropping, good. The bureaucrats are increasing the state reach, and the next stability is also increasing. So things are looking fairly good. Nothing we can do here, nothing we can do with the clergy, and nothing we can do with the nobles, right? Yeah. So let's just keep it as it is and do another skip. I will take down the manpower maintenance down a notch so that we amass a bit more money. Because that's what we do. Now that we're approaching the true empire status, we'll need to take it down a bit more. And I don't know how far we are from grid power. Not far. Not far indeed. Well, it's August 1620, and the situation is starting to look slightly better. As far as unrest goes, we have mainly in Siberia and in the unfortunate new provinces that we have gained. But those are being quickly cored, and I'm pretty sure that just the Siberian separatists are the problem. Yeah, I think that Crimean separatists could be handled very easily, but it's just this one province that has very high unrest. What is the problem? It's not separatism. Republican culture, negative stability, centralization, non-accepted culture, intolerance, banditry and rebellion, oppression. So it might be actually a good idea to build fortifications here in Seversky Donets, because we do have a fort there, don't we? We do. So building a level 2 fortifications here would mean that we could be happy with the way it is. Okay, so garrison rank 2 Particon, so it's 226 gold. I'm gonna invest that. That's not a problem. In the meantime, we still need to, however, handle them. And I wish I knew where the rebels will raise here, because honestly, my armies can reach Tara and maybe Tobolsk, but they can't reach Kurgan in time, and they can't reach the other provinces. So I just position them the best way I can imagine this could happen, and if it happens a different way, well, there is not much I can do with it. On the other hand, the good news is that nobles are now to 54.34 power, so it's reasonable to think that they might drop a sub 54. Next time I think we're gonna revoke an actual privilege from them. I'm not sure what we could do here, but it might be a good idea to just get them as high as possible and then hit them. Yeah, I think this would be good, or restricting the noble courts are just... This would be great, but I won't lie, it's awful. Minus 50 noble loyalty will put us into a tailspin. Well, I'll have to do that. Well, I figured something out. I could just keep moving my troops around and thus eliminating the risk of an uprising. The problem that I'm facing here now is that one of my armies have been actually taken by both the province where they were and by the province where they should be, and I guess there's no way in which we can... Yeah. Okay, well, you can just go there, but I don't think that's going to happen. And you are going to take this army on. Hopefully you have... Oh, you don't have a leader. Great. Okay, I'm gonna be willing participant and recruit you a general. I'm gonna go there. Now, if you could maybe eliminate this army, maybe you can make it? They're moving to where? To Silabe. Okay, well... Yeah, we weren't fast enough. But we won elsewhere. You are moving to Ishim. One province I'm willing to take. 6th of September... 20th of September. Okay, we'll have that under control. So, one increase in separatism. Well, everywhere else it's lower for no unrest. I'm okay with that. Come on, take these guys out. Okay, so there goes the uprising in Siberia, and the next one in line is Kipchak again. By the way, you will probably notice that we are back to -2 stability. I don't really know what happened, our stability just dropped like that. No explanation and nothing. But yeah, the power of the nobles is dropping. At least we get something out of it. So Kipchak separatists will raise where? In Yaik, Buki and Mohammed. Okay, so they are coming from here. So Siberian detachment can stay here while we send the rest of you guys over there. Let's lower the investment into the military a bit while they march, so we can get a bit more for the bank. And we can take the next diplomacy idea, which is statecraft. Diplomacy isn't just about making deals and agreements, it's also about making a place for one's country in the world, with both a reputation and a bloc to call home. Diplomatic advisor cost, -15%. Okay, and I think this might be a good time to explain to you that I have actually took advice of one of my subscribers and commenters, and that was to start the colonization of California as a preparation for connecting it with or through Alaska with Siberia. So we sent an expedition there. We got it in Umpqua, and I started colonizing these two provinces. And after the colonies were on the way, I am sending my colonist Mstislav Khotetovsky and Alexander Spaluski to these two provinces. We'll see how much that's gonna cost. I think the expenses should still be fairly minor. It should be like 1 and 2. So that would be 3 gold. So we might maybe go a step further and colonize these 3 provinces. But I'll see. I have other plans for my money. And the drop to -2 really hit me hard. I was hoping that we're beyond that kind of terrible situation. But obviously we're not. And the game is determined to show me that. So let's just keep that casual and... yeah, at least there's peace in Estonia. Okay, another expedition was lost on its way to California. And poor law. Let's get the poor law. With the growth of cities came a growth in beggars. Beginning with England in 1601, countries established special taxes in order to provide relief for the poor. Distributed through local parishes, poor relief meant that the most desperate had somewhere to turn when things were the worst. Administrative efficiency increased by +5 and maximum resource size +2. Burden of taxation, I can deal with that. And we are very, 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 very close to increasing our land force summit. When you look at that, we have 253 in a military technology, or in military power, and we could either take Vertashios or we could take the mass provision, land force summit modifier +15%, and then it's just the national duty to increase the manpower modifier. Wait. So this is force limit modifier. Okay, and manpower modifier and manpower recovery speed. Manpower recovery speed. And here we have the benign intent, improve relations, and claim duration. So yeah, things are looking good. Here are our colonies. We are going to call California home. I hope you can colonize northward and across the strait. That would be cool. That would be cool. Umpqua is a sort of a center to here, so I'm hoping that once we finish the colonization here, it will create a colonial nation, so that I won't have to deal with the unrest and stuff like that. Okay, Ossetia is now at 195, and I think we might be able to vassalize them, which is the reason why I actually went with them as ally in the first place. Yep, we can vassalize them. Cool. So who else would be willing to ally and get vassalized? Is there a vassalization request here? Nope. Okay, but we have you securely under control. Razanyu could be, but... okay, I think we could go with Circassia and just gain this entire territory as a vassalization claim once we defeat, what is this, Crimea. Yeah, that could be good. These two small nations could be, or could become, a natural border between us and the Turks. What about you? Simsir. Oh, you're animist. Damn. Damn. We got some animist. And someone mentioned why there are pagans in Europe. I don't see the pagans, actually. Where are the pagans, guys? There's pagans here in Simsir, but that's all that I can see. And that was kind of a Surprised to see, honestly. What are you, Derbent? You're Muslim. But if Trebizond is... yeah, Trebizond is Orthodox. So... we might want to improve the relations with them. But first things first, proclaim guarantee on Circassia and then improve relations. I guess with the military access we'll be able to get them to vassalize. That shouldn't be very hard. They're republics. And you're a chieftain. Insignificant. Sedentary consensus and confederation. That's interesting. Okay, but last but not least, I have now amassed enough money for what I wanted to do. Remember that we have a capital rank 2 in our, capital, in Novgorod. We are going to build a capital rank 1 in Nizhny Novgorod and in Sarai al-Jadid. I wanted to do that for a long time. I checked, it costs about 1500 gold. And we have that now, so we should be able to do that. So let's design the project, improve infrastructure, capital, rank 1, prepare to construct, 1536, construct. That should theoretically boost our, well, actually take down the autonomy in all of these provinces along these rivers, and should allow us to actually move eastward, because if we keep getting money, I want to start building harborages in places like Pinyaga, Vyatka, Usolka and stuff like that, because we would like to get to other places. We especially need to get to here, so I'm not entirely sure how that works. I don't think you can connect via sea. Yeah, there's no way you can do that. So we will need to connect through probably roads Udmurtia, Usolka, Silva, Severny Ural, or something like that. I don't know. It would be hard. But at least this territory needs to be taken. And if it comes to that, I can just build another capital in Samara and see if that does something. Anyway, that's all for this episode. In the next one, we are going to deal with more rebels, I guess. We're back to -1 stability. That is sad. But hey, next stability, it's increasing rapidly. I guess the power of the nobles won't go down anymore. We probably lost that modifier. But hey, getting them to +3 is decent in its own way. So anyway, I'll see you in the next episode, and yeah, we're gonna try to survive. Quantity ideas. I would like to take that, but I can't. We still need to have harsh treatment reserved.